Everton have been doing some absolutely brilliant business lately, and whilst Lukaku may now be Manchester United's new number 9, the Everton team will still look absolutely awesome next season even without him. They're a fun team to manage in Football Manager, should be a lot of fun to play with in FIFA 18 Career Mode too, and may do some serious damage in the Premier League next season in reality. Today is time for my FIFA 18 Everton ratings predictions then, and I'll here be taking a look at what upgrades and downgrades could well be coming this September. So if you're new to the channel and want to see more videos like this one, make sure you smash that subscribe button. And if you do go on to enjoy this video, leave it a like as well. Every video in this series so far has received over 1,000 likes, so let's keep that trend going. And if I've not yet covered your favourite team, let me know about it in the comments section down below, and I'll see what I can do. Let's get cracking with the video then, and let's take a look at what ratings I'm expecting for the Everton squad in FIFA 18. Let's kick things off then with the new Everton goalkeeper Jordan Pickford. Despite getting relegated with Sunderland last season, he played well for the club as their first choice keeper, and he could well be a future number 1 for England. Only Burnley's Tom Heaton made more saves in the Premier League than Pickford last season. Both keepers did incredibly well for themselves, and Pickford is definitely deserving of an upgrade. He started out with a 73 rating in FIFA 17, received a winter upgrade to a 76, and for FIFA 18 I can see him moving up once again, this time to a 79 rating. Joel Robles meanwhile could be on his way out of the club this summer, with a number of clubs said to be interested in the 27-year-old goalkeeper. He moved over to the Premier League from Atletico Madrid 4 years ago, but it now looks like he could well be heading back to Spain. He was 75 rated at the start of FIFA 17, but after keeping 10 clean sheets in 20 appearances in the Premier League last season, I can definitely see him moving up to a 77 rating for FIFA 18. He had such a good record last season, and it really has to be acknowledged with an upgrade. Stekelenburg on the other hand has only kept 10 clean sheets in 55 Premier League appearances since he moved to England 4 years ago. He was 76 rated for FIFA 17, and I can see him keeping hold of that rating for FIFA 18 too. He had a brilliant game against Manchester City back in October, picking up an inform card in the process after some serious heroics, saving 2 penalties in that one. He was injured just before Christmas though. Robles came in to replace him, and like I said before, he picked up 10 clean sheets in 20 Premier League appearances last season, so it was always going to be very difficult for Stekelenburg to work his way back into the plans. Despite the fact that he'll turn 33 later this year, Leighton Baines continues to be an incredibly dependable left back for Everton, and I believe that for FIFA 18 his stats will remain largely unchanged. He may not be as influential as he used to be, but he had a pretty solid season. He's still a very good fullback, and I believe that he'll therefore hold firm with his current rating. Michael Keane meanwhile was a very important player for Burnley last season, and should prove to be a solid addition to the Everton backline. Keane was never really given much of a chance in his Manchester United years. He's a player that's come a very long way since joining Burnley 3 years ago though, and Everton now have themselves a very strong and sturdy centre-back. After picking up a Premier League Team of the Season card, for FIFA 18 I believe that Keane will receive an 80 rating. Phil Jagielka's been a fantastic captain since taking over from Phil Neville 4 years ago. He'll turn 35 soon though, and I think that the 80 rating that he currently has in the FIFA 17 Career Mode database could be a good indication of the sort of rating he'll receive for FIFA 18. And Ashley Williams made the move over to Everton from Swansea last summer, was upgraded to an 83 rating for FIFA 17, and for FIFA 18 I think they'll keep hold of that rating. He wasn't in the best of form towards the end of the season, but I'm sure that he'll return with fresh determination next season, with this new look Everton team eager to show the Premier League what they're made of. Whilst Funes Mori missed the last few months of the season due to injury, and he'll now be looking to return to full fitness and re-establish himself at the club. It won't be easy to work his way back into the plans, especially with the arrival of Michael Keane. He only started 16 league games last season even before Keane's arrival. He's a capable defender though, and if called upon, I'm sure he'll do a decent job. For FIFA 18, I think they'll keep hold of that 77 rating. Another player to have missed the end of last season was Seamus Coleman. The Irishman suffered a broken leg towards the end of last season, so he won't be back in action for a while. He was 82 rated for FIFA 17 though, and for FIFA 18, I once again expect him to receive the same rating. It's possible that he could even receive a slight upgrade as he'd been in good form prior to picking up such a horrendous injury. Personally though, I see him holding firm with an 82 rating. And after Coleman's injury last season, Mason Holgate started receiving some pretty regular game time in the club's backline. He was only 65 rated at the start of FIFA 17, made a good job of stepping up to the first team though, and should receive a substantial upgrade for FIFA 18. Schneiderlin didn't really seem to be in Manchester United's plans last season, and it really came as no surprise when he made his move away from Old Trafford in the January transfer window. Everton was a good destination for him, allowing him to gain more first team football, and he should well keep his place in the Everton team next season. In addition to keeping his place, I also see him maintaining the exact same rating. Whilst this man didn't really get too much game time towards the end of last season, and I can see him getting phased out of the team even more next season if he remains with Everton. He's had a fantastic career in football. He'll turn 37 next season though, and his playing days may well be numbered. That said, he's still a decent player, and one that continues to attract top flight transfer interest, with the likes of West Brom and Burnley said to be keen to sign him. Whether he stays or goes though, I think he'll keep hold of that 80 rating. And Idrissa Gueye was a very good signing for Everton last summer. He started out FIFA 17 with a mere 76 rating, made a very solid start to the season though, and therefore received a winter upgrade bringing him up to an 82 rating. His winter upgrade was more than justified I feel, and for FIFA 18 I can see him getting a slight boost to his stats and moving up to an 83 rating. As this man spent a lot of last season injured though, I haven't really got too much to say about James McCarthy. He didn't really set the world alight when he did occasionally manage to play, so it's possible that he could even get downgraded. But then again, he struggled to ever really fight his way back to full fitness last season, never really properly got going, and it's therefore difficult to really gauge what rating EA will see fit to give him for FIFA 18. Whatever this young guy goes on to achieve in professional football, that goal that he scored against Man City will no doubt live long in the memory of many. He was one of many top young players to break through for Everton last season, and for FIFA 18 he should definitely receive a pretty major upgrade. 58 rated at the start of FIFA 17, Tom Davies received a winter upgrade to a 64 rating, and for FIFA 18, I can definitely see his rating improving quite significantly. It's always difficult to know exactly how much EA will decide to upgrade a young breakout star like this one. He certainly has some serious potential though, and I for one will definitely be excited to see how this young lad from Liverpool develops. And after scoring 20 goals for Ajax last season, Klaassen now arrives in England complete with a keen eye for goal and fantastic leadership qualities. He very nearly captained Ajax to glory in the Europa League last season. Unfortunately for him though, his young Ajax team were ultimately beaten by Manchester United in the final. Klaassen mainly played as a centre mid last season, so he'll probably receive a position change for FIFA 18, and with that position change, I'd also expect to see an upgrade coming too, with the Dutchman moving up to an 82 rating. Ross Barkley meanwhile performed a variety of different roles within the Everton team last season, providing 5 league goals and 8 assists in the process. When he first broke through a few years back, I thought it was only a matter of time before he became a key player for both Everton and for England. It's not really happened for him just yet. He's still only 23 years old though, and could still flourish in the future. For now, I think they'll hold firm with an 82 rating. Will he still be an Everton player next season though? That is the big question. He's been linked with a move away from the club. Everton have been linked with Gylfi Sigurdsson, so Ross Barkley's future at Everton is far from guaranteed. Kevin Morales has had more or less identical card stats since FIFA 15, and I'm not too sure that'll change too much for FIFA 18 either. He's been in the Premier League with Everton for 5 years now. He's been linked with a move away from the club this summer though, but personally I think he'll stay with Everton, continue to be a part of their plans, and should be a decent player again next season both in FIFA and in reality. Balassi suffered a serious knee injury back in December, and he's still not expected back for a while yet. He was a new signing at Everton last summer, receiving a 78 rating at the start of FIFA 17, and having not featured in such a long time, I'd expect him to keep hold of that same rating for FIFA 18 too. Lookman started out last season with Charlton in League One. He made the move over to Everton on my birthday back in January though, and definitely looks like a very good player for the future. He was only 61 rated at the start of FIFA 17. After scoring on his Premier League debut though, Lookman went on to play 8 games for Everton in the second half of the season, won the Under-20 World Cup with England last month, and for FIFA 18 I can see him picking up a 71 rating. He's still a young lad, he got off to a very promising start though, and could well be a key player for the future. This man also won the Under-20 World Cup with England last month. In fact, 5 of the 21 players from that squad were Everton players, so that says a lot about the quality of Everton's youth team. Calvert-Lewin even chipped in with the winning goal in the Under-20 World Cup final. He didn't receive a massive amount of game time with Everton last season though, but should still get upgraded well above the 63 rating that he had for FIFA 17. Sandro could be another Everton player to watch out for in the future. After coming up through the Barcelona academy, Sandro moved to Malaga last summer, slamming in 14 league goals for the club as they finished 11th in the table. He was only 74 rated at the start of FIFA 17, did receive a winter upgrade to a 77 rating though, and for FIFA 18, I can see him picking up a 79 rating. Having cost just 5.2 million, Sandro could well prove to be an absolute bargain for Everton and should score a good amount of goals next season. And after 13 years with Manchester United, Wayne Rooney has now made his return to Everton, rejoining the club on a free transfer. As a United fan, I'm pretty sad to see the back of him. He'd been such a big part of the club for so long. It was definitely time for him to move on though, and I'll now be optimistically watching on, hoping that he can still do a job for Everton in the top flight. Rooney was an 84 rated attacking midfielder in FIFA 17. With Everton though, I can see him moving back up front, especially with Romelu Lukaku having left. It's been a difficult couple of seasons for Wayne. If he can get back to playing regular first team football now that he's back with Everton though, hopefully we can once again see him smashing in the goals for both England and Everton in the future. So those are my FIFA 18 Everton player ratings predictions. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. What do you think of their signings? And where do you think they'll finish next season? Anyway though, thanks for watching, have an awesome day, and I'll catch you again next time.